Hello everybody, Blue Line Gaming here, and welcome to a brand new series on Farming Simulator 19. This is going to be our survival series. We're starting off with the minimal equipment possible. Obviously, I don't want to make it impossible for myself. So we'll have a tractor, a trailer, harvester, and a header. That's where we're starting out. The goal is we're going to make as much money as possible. Did I switch the freaking thing around? Okay, yeah, I did. Alright, try again. 3, 2, 1, go. Hello everybody, Blue Line Gaming here, and welcome to a brand new series on Farming Simulator 19. This is going to be our survival series. The goal on this series is to, well, survive. We're starting with the minimal equipment possible: a tractor, a trailer, a harvester, and a header. That's it. That's what we've got. We've got to survive as a farmer on the Six Ashes map. It's a map I haven't really played. I haven't explored it, so I can't really say much about it right now. But I'm sure as the series progresses, we will learn a lot of the ins and outs of this map and know it a lot better. Now, all of our equipment that we have here is used. We purchased it all used. So it does need repairs. It needs fuel. It needs all that kind of stuff. That's something we're going to be able to take care of back at our farmhouse. We do have a small shop that's going to make things a lot easier for us. We'll be able to do the repairs on our own. Now, our tractor does have a front loader attachment. I haven't purchased a front loader at this time, but that's something we're going to be looking into shortly. One of the first things we're going to need to look into buying, though, is probably going to be some sort of cultivator and a seeder. We do have a field that's ready for harvest. I believe it's a canola field. That's just the default field that loads up on the map. You get a small farmhouse, a little bit of land. We only own one tiny section of land, so it's not like we're starting ourselves off in a great spot. You can see our tractor needs fuel. It needs some repairs. Our trailer is going to need repairs as well. I'm not really worried about the cleanliness of our tractor right now. It doesn't make that big of a difference to the performance, and a pressure washer is just not a luxury we're going to be able to afford starting this series out. Now you see we've got this big canola field here. This is our field. That's the one field that we own. We might break it up into a couple different fields with a couple different crop types. We'll have to see. Obviously this is a massive field. We're going to be able to make a lot of money very quickly with that field. But as Farming Simulator goes, a lot of money gets spent very quickly as well. This is our little farmyard. There's a small potato field there. I'm not really counting that. It's right there next to the greenhouse. I'm not counting that towards our crops. But we're going to get in here and get our stuff repaired up and ready to go. We've got room for some like sheds and stuff back here. We have one shed that we have access to right now, as well as there's another shed over at our farmyard that's going to need to be cleaned up at some point, but that's not high on my priority list right now. Right now, I want to get these things. It's going to cost $394 to repair. We're going to be very careful with our money. The biggest thing is I want to make sure our equipment is ready to go. So that one's not that bad. It's $10 to repair. Make sure our equipment's ready to go, because we do have a fairly substantial harvest that we need to take care of. Now, like I said, the features of this map and things like that, I'm not entirely sure on. I haven't played on this map before. I do know that our field is down this way. I don't know that any traffic comes down this road. I'm not entirely sure on that though. And we do have a little gas station down here, but I don't know. We should have enough fuel, at least in the tractor, to get us where we need to be. And you can see our little farmyard down here. It's very overgrown and run down looking, but it should be more than enough to get us through what we need for now. So for now, I'm just going to park this tractor and trailer over here out of the way a little bit. Go ahead and cut that off. We'll hop into our harvester, which is also in desperate need of repairs. but it's going to get us through for now. Eventually, we will be upgrading all of this equipment. I might keep that. I am a huge fan of that Massey Ferguson tractor that we start with. I loved it in Farming Simulator 17. It was with the Platinum Edition DLC, I believe, is what included it. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me. But I believe it came with the Platinum Edition with the introduction of sugarcane and the other map. But I could be wrong on that. I know it was a default tractor in the map that came with the Platinum expansion. But we need to get this stuff to the farm, and we need to get started on the harvest immediately. You can see there's rain in the forecast. I don't know when the rain's coming in, but I want to get as much as we can done so that we can turn that field around. We'll probably turn it into 2 different crops. Just put a line of grass through the middle of it. Obviously, with the tractor we've got 100 horsepower on that tractor. We're going to have to be using smaller equipment. We're going to need smaller fields. So we'll have to see. I have some equipment, some different modded equipment in the game, specifically for this series. Different seeders and plows and cultivators, things like that, that can be run on smaller horsepower tractors. So that I'm not trying to make this series impossible, but I'm trying to make it where it's very difficult. Obviously, a few ground rules: no helpers, no course play, no leasing of equipment. Everything that we use, we have to own. I can't go in and, oh, well, I'm going to lease a bigger tractor and this because I have a little bit of extra money but not enough to afford the tractor so that I can get this field done quicker. No. Everything will be done by me with equipment owned by me. That's pretty much the only rules. No cheating in money, things like that. Those are the given. Nothing that would ruin the experience of the game. Other than mods are allowed, but they have to be realistic. If you have any suggestions on mods you want to see in this series, leave them down in the comments down below. Make sure they're from a decent site like the official Mod Hub. Not that I'm going to get viruses on my computer from downloading from other sites, but I don't want to take the risk. So if you have mods that you want to suggest, make sure that the link is to an official site like the official Mod Hub. All the mods I'm using, with the exception of that Massey Ferguson, came from Mod Hub. So I know they're good, reputable mods. I really should have repaired this before I came down here, but we're here. So we'll go ahead and start the harvest. If it's too slow, we will go over to the store. And, or not the store. Yeah, okay. We're going 1 mile an hour. That's not going to work. So we're going to go back to the farmhouse. I'm going to get this repaired. Once that's taken care of, we'll come back over to the field and finish the harvest. Alright. That's everything repaired up. Cost us about $1,000 just to get started. We hadn't even started our harvest yet. Like I said, it is a canola field. That's not, I didn't pick what crop was in it. That's just the field that the game started me with. This is the land. When you load up this map, this is what you get. I sold off the starting equipment, but I removed the money for that we made from that starting equipment just for what I'm trying to do with this series. So now that we've got everything repaired up, let's try and get this harvest going again. Maybe we'll be at a much better speed than 1 mile an hour. Alright, let's see how we do this time. Yeah, 5 miles an hour. That's much better. Now, obviously, we've got a lot of field to harvest. It doesn't do great on hills. But, you know, what can we expect from an older machine? I'm not expecting this to be perfect. And this series is going to be a lot of work. And I know that. I plan to put a video out every Wednesday on this series. So you're watching this on a Wednesday. A week from today will be the next video in this series. It's going to depend on my work schedule. I know last Wednesday I missed an upload, but as I explained in my Monday video, that was due to having the opportunity to go and receive the first dose of my vaccine for COVID-19, which just, it didn't allow me time to record and edit a video for Wednesday. Part of the reason I switched to an afternoon upload time was because that would allow me time in the mornings to get it uploaded, or to get a video created. Like this past Monday's video, I recorded, edited, and uploaded Monday morning. This video I'm also recording the same day after I've done all that with the other one. So this video is being recorded on Monday the 11th as well. That's just because I have to work Tuesday and Wednesday, which would not allow me time to record, edit, and upload. So, as I said, this series is going to be a little different than like my Bucks County series or my Dalton Valley Farm series. The progression is going to be slower. We'll probably be stuck with just this one field for a while, but like I said, I'm going to change it up. Probably cut the field in half or into thirds and have a couple different crop types. Right now we're trying to get the money for seeds, fertilizer, and a seeder, and a cultivator as well. That's the goal. Hopefully, I feel like the crop on this farm will be enough that I'll be able to do that. I'm just going to see how much of this field it's going to take to fill up the combine. I might have to make some modifications to the trailer. It shouldn't cost that much. We should be able to afford it. I think the trailer's capacity is lower than the capacity of the combine when full, so we'll find out. Do a path around the headland, at least one, maybe two. It depends on what it takes, how long it takes to fill up the combine. I don't think we'll get through one full headland pass without filling up the combine. So once we have a full combine, we'll kind of have an idea of where we need to go. If we need to put money into the trailer first so that it doesn't take forever to so we don't have too much carting back and forth and all that. Obviously, this is a smaller capacity combine. I want to say the max capacity of it's like 3,400 liters or something like that. It's not a whole lot, but for what this series is, we're gonna start small. We'll work our way up to possibly some bigger machinery, definitely some newer machinery at some point, but not anything obviously like the massive harvesters in the game. We're not going to be able to afford for a very long time. Fields, we might be able to buy a new field later on before too long. It's just going to depend on how much money we make. And with a canola field this size, we should turn a decent profit on it. But one of the big things about this series, it's going to be very important to make sure that we get the best yield possible. And I thought about bringing the Precision Farming DLC into this series, but I feel like that would just make it too impossible. So the goal is make as much money as possible, expand as much as possible. This, depending on how this is received, we might only do a few episodes of it and might never come back to it. It's all going to depend on what you guys want to see. Just with everything on my channel, obviously the content I'm creating is a lot more simulation, farming simulator, American Truck Simulator type videos. So you're going to see a lot of that. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to get in to my GTA 5 and try and get LSPDFR working. So that's something we're going to have to look into as well. because I definitely want to bring that content to the channel as well. It's just something different to break up the simulations, because right now, as it sits, all 3 of my videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, are simulation games. Farming Simulator, American Truck Simulator. I do have some other simulator games, like Tourist Bus Simulator is a game that I really enjoy. I haven't played it in a while, but I do enjoy it when I do get the chance to sit down and play it. I don't know if I'm going to bring that to the channel. I already have American Truck Simulator that's more of a vlog style, where I can sit down and just talk to you guys while I'm driving. And then this is more of, I want it to be more fast-paced, but like I said, with this one, the progression is going to be slower. There's not anything I'm going to be able to do about that. With the rules I have set up for this series, it's going to be a slower progressing series. So it's going to prevent us from having those, like, I try to keep my typical Farming Simulator videos, I try to keep them, break it up, talking to you guys, and with time lapses, with some music to it, just to kind of pick up the pace in the video a little bit. Because I could sit here and talk for 30 minutes, but that gets boring very quickly. I know the American Truck Simulator video I uploaded didn't get watched all the way through. Most people watched it for about 30 seconds and were like, okay, this guy sucks, and left. And that's fine. That's part of being a new YouTuber, is people are gonna start watching your videos and, oh, we're full. Help if I pay attention to how much is in my combine. Okay, so 3540 is the capacity of our combine. We'll run our trailer over. I want to say it's like 2250, maybe. So we'll go ahead and fill this trailer up, and if we need to expand the trailer, we can go to the shop and do that. We can do all the work ourselves, save ourselves some money. That's why I started with about $5,000. I wasn't sure how some of this equipment was going to work out with each other. I didn't really do a trial run with it. So it's just one of those kind of, we're going to have to find out and see. So maybe the capacity of this is 2,400. It's definitely less than what the capacity of the combine is. So we'll probably have to go over to the shop and change our trailer up a little bit. But that's not that big of a deal. So it should only cost a little bit of money. I don't know how much, but I mean, any money at this point is considered a lot of money. So that's something we're going to have to be careful of. Oh, it would help if I was paying attention to where I was driving instead of running into my combine. I was going to run right back into it. Cool. Alright. Trying to drive in the crop as little as possible. Crop destruction is off. Mostly because I'm a bad driver. And if I'm not paying attention, that would definitely make this series a lot harder. So I need to figure out where my silo is at. The map is saying that I do have a silo, and this stuff's so overgrown that it's hard to tell. It's over here. It's not so much a silo as it is a pit, but we'll get this canola unloaded. We'll just let that unload. We still got about 27% in the combine, just about 1,000 liters. That's enough to get us through the headland. I'm going to try and get as much of this field done as I can before the rain comes in. Then we'll worry about upgrading our trailer and getting some of this stuff sold so we can start getting prepared to get this field cultivated up and ready for the next crop. Now I'm just so far gone, this isn't what it seems. Taking me so damn long, it's fading from belief. I need to slow this down, it's burning from beneath. Come break this line, the thorns in my eyes, holding on for what is worth my life. I'm all inside, I'll make it up the vine, find my way to giants in the sky. Tonight it comes to life. So we seem to have run into a new problem, and that is that it appears, oh, well, if I can find my combine, that would help too, that our silo cannot hold the canola that we needed to hold. So that's going to be a new issue that we're going to have to deal with. So we're definitely going to need a silo extension, because I think we ran out of room. This is what's left from the first trailer load. And I think what happened is we ran out of, yeah, the visual there is not great. It's just shooting canola out. It's not even hitting the trailer. But it is what it is. It's mods. I don't expect them to be perfect. They're still very good mods for this kind of series. So I think if I'm looking at it right, no, just all of it didn't go in. I do have the economic difficulty set to hard, so we'll get the lowest prices for everything. But yeah, I'm definitely going to need to upgrade this trailer. I'm sorry for the jump cut right at the beginning of that time lapse. I'm expecting an important phone call from work and got a spam robocall that made my life a little difficult. Okay, so yeah, no, everything's going in. We have the capacity for it. It's just for some reason a little bit of the last one didn't go in. We're definitely gonna have to get our farmyard cleaned up a little bit. We're off to a good start, guys. This video is just gonna have the one little time lapse in it. This is just a starting point. Where I'm gonna end this video is just here in a second. I just found there's a little cut through gate here to go to my house where my shop is, so I can come in and fix the capacity of the trailer so we can hold a little bit more. See how much that's going to cost, and that's probably where I'm going to end this one off. This one's more of a pilot, an introduction. Let's see. Oh, it's not going to cost us anything apparently, and that gives us almost to the full capacity of the harvester. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so now we have more capacity in our trailer. Yeah, guys, this is where I'm going to leave this one. Like I said, it's going to be a slow start on this series. It's going to take us a while to get all this canola harvested. Probably in the next episode, I'll just do a big long time lapse of getting at least a section of this field. I've kind of sectioned it off into two sections as of right now. We'll probably cut a third section in and break it up into 3 parts. We've got time to get it done. I just want to get as much as possible before the rain comes in. So I'm going to go ahead and unload the rest of this harvester so we're starting fresh. Oh, I just left the harvester running. That's not good. Let's go ahead and turn that off. There we go. Let's see, this way, in the next episode, we're starting fresh with nothing in the harvester. Nothing to do but harvest. And then we can look into our seeders, which what I'm thinking is this one right here. Requires 60 horsepower. We've got 100. We don't have to buy it new. If we buy it used, it's only $4,800. New is $6,000. Then we obviously need to get seed and fertilizer for it. And we're going to need a cultivator as well. I think I have one in. No. Okay, I'm going to have to look for a small cultivator. This one might do the trick, but I'm going to look on ModHub between now and the next episode and see what I can find. If you see any, just drop a link down in the comments below. If you see any good ones, any help that you guys can give me, I will appreciate. Any tips, anything like that. If you like this series and you want to see more of this fight to survive, I guess. Title's still a work in progress, so whatever this video is titled, it might change from there. I don't know yet. I haven't fully decided what I'm going to call this series yet. I know Daggerwind has one that's similar to this. That's Survival Challenge. I'm not really trying to steal his idea, more piggyback off of it. Do some things a little different. So if you guys have any tips, tricks, suggestions, let me know. And if you like the video, make sure you hit like, get subscribed for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'll see you guys in the next video.